Hello, welcome to Wrestle MSX. I'm Michael.
I'm Sally.
John Cena versus Sami Zayn for the United States Championship ended in a no contest.
Aleister Black defeated Damian Priest.
Giulia defeated Michin and defended her Women's United States Championship. Now, if you want to know why Cena Zayn ended in a no contest,
Brock Lesnar's back.
Alexa Bliss is a doctor.
Oh, and AJ Lee's back.
We find out that Michael Cole and Corey Graves will be our SmackDown commentators for the next couple of months. Recap Clash in Paris and then finally get underway with John Cena's last appearance on SmackDown. He says he has nothing planned, thanks the fans, tells them of the historic matches he's had in the arena and then tells them they're in for an exciting night. After thanking the fans again, Cena begins to exit the ring when Sami Zayn's music hits, with the man himself heading to the ring. Sami thanks Cena on behalf of all the guys in the back for everything he's done for them, then asks if he can introduce the Sami Zayn US Title Open Challenge. Cena of course says yes and he's set to leave the ring again, but Sami stops him. Zayn then offers Cena a shot at the US title right now, with Cena of course accepting.
Zayn gets a couple of 2 counts off a clothesline and then a suplex, with the going slow at times as both men suffer Irish whips and lay on the mat for extended periods. Zayn then goes for a crossbody off the ropes, with Cena catching him and turning it into an AA, only for Zayn to kick out of the follow-up pin on 2. A pop-up powerbomb into cover to Zayn from Cena nets him another 2, with Cena then misses Zayn as he charges at him in the corner.
Zayn misses an attempted Helluva kick, with Cena quickly following up with an angle slam and cover for 2. Apparently this was the arena where Cena made his debut, so it was a nice little callback to his first match, which was of course against Kurt Angle. We have a yay boo off with a joint clothesline, then taking both men down as we take a break.
We come back, miss an exploder suplex, see a Helluva kick, and then watch as Cena kicks out of the follow-up pin on 2. Cena manages to catch Zayn again and set up for the AA, but fools us all and hits a GTS instead, the cover 2. Cena then spears Zayn and covers again for 2, with the crowd then chanting RKO. Cena does attempt it, but Sami pushes him away, only for Cena to then take Zayn upstairs and attempt a super AA.
Sami tries to fight out of it, but to no avail as Cena pulls it off. The move takes its toll on both men as they lay there, and just as you wondered who was going to get up first, Brock Lesnar's music hits, with the Beast coming out. He heads to the ring, pulls the ref out, and then F5 Zayn before doing the same to Cena. Lesnar smiles at the crowd and then hits Cena with another F5 before leaving the ring.
We come back from a break and see Lesnar walking through Gorilla, where he looks at the camera and says, "Hey John, I'll see you at Wrestlepalooza. Pitch."
Might have to watch that now. We then see Nick Aldis walking through backstage when Carmelo Hayes asks him for a shot at Sami's United States title, with The Miz then entering frame and asking for a tag title shot. Aldis says he'll consider it, not sure who's talking to, which I suppose is he's kind of saying I'll think about it to both of them. Anyway, he then heads off and a car drives up. Out steps Becky Lynch.
We have a vignette from Aleister Black saying he follows the rules until he doesn't. Before our next match, Aleister Black versus Damian Priest. As Priest makes his way out, he's attacked from behind by Black. A running knee from Black sends Priest over the crowd barrier, with Black then getting in the ring as we see another advert for Wrestlepalooza.
We come back to Priest being ushered up the rampway, but he's decided he's not finished yet and heads back to Black. The pair eventually get back in the ring when the ref calls for the bell and we finally get on with the match. Priest is still dazed from the sneak attack and does what he can, with Black offering up the most offence, the usual kind of things, kicks and knee strikes.
Black does land a Meteora from the middle rope and covers for 2, just as we break, We come back to Priest attempting a Razor's Edge, with Black escaping it and then dropping Priest with a back elbow and running knee. The follow-up cover getting 2. Priest musters a comeback with strikes of his own, a crossbody from the top rope and then Razor's Edge onto the announcer's desk as the fight went to the outside.
Back in the ring, Black calls for a timeout, but Priest isn't in a forgiving mood and sets up for a South of Heaven. As he goes for it though, Black grabs the ref, which in turn stops Priest from hitting his move. Black then pushes the ref into Priest and hits him with Black Mass. Black then goes for the cover and picks up the victory.
We have a twin vignette from Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre next, with Drew saying the WWE needs a real man like him, and Orton says he's going to knock Drew back into reality. We then find out that this match is scheduled for next week. We also learn that Brock Lesnar will be on SmackDown next week, and that Tiffany Stratton will be defending her championship against Jade Cargill.
I wonder what Lesnar's going to say, because Cena ain't going to be there. So, backstage, Kathy Kelly is with Tiffany Stratton and asks for her response to Cargill saying she'd have beaten her had her foot not been on the ropes when they fought at SummerSlam. Convoluted. Stratton runs down Jade saying she likes the sound of her own voice, with all that talk coming to an end next week. Stratton then tells Jade she won't have to worry about her foot being on the ropes, as her foot is going to be stuck right up Jade's eye of the storm.
We then cut to Cargill watching what just happened on a TV in the locker room when Nia Jax walks in. Jax tells Cargill she doesn't deserve to be the number 1 contender, as Lynch walked out on their tag match, which allowed Cargill to get another title shot. Cargill then says if she beats Stratton, Jax can get a shot at the title.
We head backstage where we see Nick Aldis telling Becky Lynch that there can be no more issues tonight, with us then going ringside for our last match of the night, Giulia versus Michin for the Women's United States Championship. Kiana James, of course, with Giulia. We head out to the ring, go back in and then come back outside with Giulia hitting a neckbreaker to Michin from the apron just as we break.
We come back to the pair exchanging blows and headbutts before Michin no-sells a German suplex by Giulia and then hits one herself. The pair then strike one another, with both of them falling to the mat. Michin's up first, striking Giulia and then following up with a cannonball in the corner and cover for 2. Giulia then counters a meat defeat into a Northern Lights bomb, but Michin kicks out the cover on 2.
A sit-down powerbomb nets Michin a 2-count cover, with Kiana James then getting involved and shouting at Michin from the apron. Michin takes out James, but Giulia then takes advantage of the distraction and hits Michin with a Riverdirci. Giulia then covers and gets the 1-2-3. After the match, James enters the ring and beats down Michin. James, by the way, was wearing a knee brace.
And talking of knees, Cowboy Charlotte Flair is in medical when Dr. Bliss arrives. The pair decide they'll get revenge on Green and the Secret Service when the time is right, with Bliss telling Flair that she needs to rest, relax and let the power of friendship heal her pain.
Next up, Seth Rollins, who does a Jey Uso and enters through the crowd. Seth sees the legend of CM Punk dies tonight, with him then introducing Lynch to the crowd and then her making her way down to the ring. We get the same rhetoric as usual from Lynch before she rags on the city's sports teams. She says CM Punk sucks before the man himself heads out.
Phil milks it. Colby waves and then we get down to it. Punk claims Seth's hiding and that he's a coward. Becky asks how Punk's pride's feeling, with the crowd, not for the first time tonight, chanting for AJ Lee. Punk says he could get his sister to beat up Lynch, she's in the front row, or he could even give Bailey a call to come and give Becky a beating. I think we can see where he's going. With Lynch responding by asking if he's got any more friends. Punk then name checks Rhea before Lynch starts to slap Punk multiple times.
Punk leaves the ring and tells her he'd never put his hands on a lady. Thankfully, he has somebody that will. Out comes WWE's worst kept secret, AJ Lee. Lee skips around the ring, gets in and takes it to Lynch. Lynch manages to escape the ring, with Seth now at ringside. Punk gets in the ring and hugs his wife, while Seth and Becky look on from atop the rampway.
Who'd have thought she'd be back?
Well, who'd have thought it? I mean, yeah. Well, I think this is going to be Wrestlepalooza. It's got it written all over it, hasn't it? That's more
seems what it's leading to.
just to get you, to draw you in.
100%, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll go on to Michael's moment of the night. As I've said, this could be a match, a line, a look, a promo, something funny, interesting, serious, quirky, and or different. Just something that catches my eye. Obviously, it has to wait until the end, because if I do it halfway through and it's something that happens at the end, it's kind of a spoiler. So, Michael's moment of the night.
Just before we get there, I'd just like to say my moment of the night.
Oh, Sally's moment
Sally's moment of the night, special edition, is Tiffany Stratton saying to Jade she's going to put her foot in the eye of the storm. Got me, love that.
That was definitely the top. That was top 5 tonight. But I think the moment of the night, personally for me, is between 3. But I think it has to be Brock. We kind of knew AJ was coming. I say kind of. We obviously knew AJ Lee was coming. So it wasn't really a big surprise.
No.
You're just like, oh, okay, yeah, she's coming.
It's happened.
And I did like the little skit between Flair and Dr. Bliss, especially Bliss checking for Flair's heartbeat and not finding it. I did like that. But for the shock factor, for me, it has to be Brock. I mean, after the avalanche AA from Cena during his match, and with him and Zayn down, you were kind of wondering, like, what was going to happen next. And then Lesnar comes out, and you're like, oh, here we go. So that was like, you know, as I say, we don't look online. We're not interested in what the dirt sheets or the rumours are. We just like to watch it as it is.
Yeah.
As I say, it's like watching a film. Well, I'll just read the end, and then I'll go and watch it. What's the point? There's no point. Just sit down and watch it and enjoy what it is. But for me, it was Brock. Because you like, he came out.
Yep.
And then Aldis mentioned him last week.
Yeah,
or the week before.
Yeah,
And then that was it.
Yeah.
There's nothing. So, and I was like, oh, I hope this isn't like Cena's build for his last match. So I'm hoping they'll have a match at Wrestlepalooza. Cena will win. Well, I'm not forced, but Cena will win, and that they'll put it to bed.
Yeah.
We don't need no more Lesnar.
Yeah, no.
You can have.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you've got any thoughts or views, if you want to disagree with me, that's fine. You want to share them, please feel free to leave them in the comments below.
Don't forget to check out our musings video with thoughts and opinions of the last week in WWE. One does drop every Wednesday.
Once again, thank you for watching.
And we'll see you Tuesday for Raw.